evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuu Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome back to Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games and heal kids, go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year was November 4th, but fundraising continues all year round. X-Life started 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 11 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, so for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus, I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Let's just dive right back on into the game. Yeah, I'll just say that if I was a far more dedicated streamer or gamer, I would have beaten the game ages ago. But I'm enjoying just doing 1 hour at a time. Okay, according to the map, it looks like that the next quest objection is up ahead, and I bailed out of here last time when I was last streaming Friday night because I think that there might be some cutscenes up ahead. So let's just cautiously go forward. Oh, it was right.
Have mercy. Voice friends, dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, enough for everything.
Hang it, chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your style. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
The Lazarus Pit? Are we going DC Comics here?
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Okay, let's make our way over there. Parkour! this looks pretty... Okay, this looks pretty well abandoned, if you ask me. There's another...
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Now let's look around for a bit. Let's see if there's anything laying around that I need to pick up. Or... Let's see if there's any loose items around here, or... let's just see if we can find the... Oh, there's something. Take that! Okay, now let's ignore any trouble that's up ahead. Let's just act as if we own the joint. Go through there.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Of course, they had friends.
Not.
Yeah, let's waste them.
You're finished.
Bam! Yeah, you mess with the best, go down like the rest. Oh, I got a gill bug.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Sorry about wasting your friends back there. They needed a good workout. Training exercise.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Okay, let's actually just take a look here at the Active Time lore, and let's read up on the history of Sir Wade. A loyal shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only to the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and other like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the Duchy. And let's read up on the Guardians of the Flame. A clandestine group of ducal loyalists who lead the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of the number are drawn from those who survived the imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, though we know full well the Empire's involvement in the Duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside Port Isolde, where they conduct their raids to free bearers from their imperial yoke. Okay, let's read up on Lazarus District. An exclusive walled residential area situated just outside the eastern edge of the port. It was once the jewel in the city's crown and home to many of the nobles of the duchy. However, after the Empire moved its capital to the Crystalline Dominion, the port was all but abandoned, and this once grand district was soon overrun with thieves and cutthroats. Oh, my kind of town. Okay, it's coming up to 10:15 here in Calgary, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI here on Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games and heal kids at the same time, go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, the Cullings. This will be pleasant. After being made vicereine of the newly annexed Rosarian territory, the Empress Annabella quickly established a host of loyal imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of the peace, their true purpose is carry out what has become known as cullings, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers and those who show them sympathy. The killing is swift and indiscriminate, with the shields dispatched everything as judge, jury, and executioner, and the chaos left in wake is usually enough to deliver entire settlements to ruin. These Black Shield guys sound like fun. An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts of vicereine of the imperial province of Rosaria. While they most often march in small groups, their main hosts have been known to rally together to conduct large-scale raids. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct cullings of both bearers and those judged to be ducal loyalists. Okay, now let's read up about my evil mother. Annabelle Lesage, former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sanbrec. It's been her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with the Force to judge the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as a vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. Yeah, she's real piece of work. Okay, let's see what's around here. Take that, box.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud. I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude. You know, mistaken identity and all.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son? In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. He had that same look in his eyes.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Okay, yeah, but I've got a whole bunch of better gear, but I'll see what you have. Proud to support the local merchants. Let's see, yeah, I've already got all of these. Let's see. Yeah, we got a better one of that. Let's see. Anything here? Let's see. Yeah, looks like you're already... Oh, well, man, I've already got lots of all this stuff. Let's see. Potion. Okay, I'll buy a hide potion.
Our thanks, my lord. May it serve the cause well.
Oh, wait. Oh, geez, I was selling. How? Oh, man, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Oh, well.
Of course, my lord. Will that be all? As you wish, my lord.
Hey, just so you know, I'm giving you a good deal, buddy. Yeah, I forgot which button did which for a second there. Okay, let's see which. Let's see, where's that gill bug? So that way we can. We can.
May
sell
it
them off.
serve the cause well.
Ooh, I could sell some black blood that could be traded for gill.
I'm sure that it will prove useful.
Some goblin coins.
Our thanks, my lord.
See any crafting items that I can sell off? Okay.
I will be here should you need aught else.
Good thing I caught myself before I sold off everything.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Ed have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Okay, throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Yes, that's right. Wade has joined us as a guest. Oh, they even did 16-bit artwork for him. Nice. Okay, let's check out. Here, let's see. Let's check out some abilities. Oh yeah, let's get some recommended abilities. Okay, one new ability. Okay, let's see. Now let's check out the gear and the icons, and let's no new items equipped, and let's do some recommended abilities. Okay, let's check out some of these new abilities that I've got then. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's hit it up with Scarlet Cyclone. Oh, that'll be fun. Thunderstorm Attack, Lightning Rod Attack, Blind Justice, the Deadly Embrace. That one's always handy. The Gouge and Rook's Gambit. Okay, looks like I'm good to go. Okay, let's go waste some bozos. Okay, let's see. Anything else here that I need to do? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's get moving.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
You'd better. Brother Wade's life depends upon it.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Okay, let's say we ride in style. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. Oh, those people are our groups?
Thanks, Cal.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shields?
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Okay, let's just make sure I'm going to the right place here. Yeah, let's just check the journal and just see what I'm up to here. Okay, let's just charge right through. Good old-fashioned stealth attack.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Kaboom!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Take out the dragon first.
More dragons.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Okay, Taggart, woohoo! Let her whip!
Get him!
Ah, take this!
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Okay, this actually looks like a good place before taking on this Dragoon boss. This looks like a good place for a station break. So, you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year was November 4th, but fundraising continues all year round. Extra Life started 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 11 years now. It's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life, and it was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or again, if you'd like to help my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Okay, so now let's get right back to the action with Final Fantasy XVI right here on Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. But first, this word from Extra Life.
Why Extra Life? I Extra Life to make a difference. Through Extra Life, we're able to bring in thousands upon thousands of dollars for our hospital foundation. When we raise money for the kids, like our champion kid Nico, we're able to make a difference in their lives by being able to have a facility where they're able to get the treatment they need in our own province.
You sign up online, you pick the hospital you're going to support, raise money for family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, etc., and then play games.
You can go to extra-life.org for all the information you need to sign up and start doing Extra Life yourself.
It's just fun to do it. You can build such a community with friends. Like some of my lifelong friends I've met through Extra Life United and stuff like that. Whether you do a big production or a small little game night at your house, there's so many options and so many ways to do it that it's accessible to everyone.
It's a great community. Everyone's in it for the same reason. They're all playing in support of kids' health or playing games for kids that may not be able to.
Doesn't matter if you fundraise $10, $100, or $1,000. Every dollar really does help.
You don't have to be the most hardcore of gamers to get involved. If playing games is something you enjoy doing, and it's something that you're already doing, Extra Life is the way to take it, embrace that fun, and do something more than what you could do yourself. Be proactive, jump at it through Facebook, through extra-life.org. Reach out to your local hospital, they'll know more. Hop onto the Extra Life Discord, find local gamers. If your hospital doesn't have a guild, get out there, form one, and just keep going.
Okay, and we're back, so let's take this guy down! Oh, where'd he go? Oh, the floor is lava. Okay, staggered, let her rip!
So wait!
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Ouch. And the quarterback is toast. Okay, got an Imperial link as some crafting material. Oh, I named Dragoon in Final Fantasy XIV. Let's read this. Imperial link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap to such absurd heights, from the power of prayer to a strict diet of hare, toad, and crickets. Yep, good eating on a cricket. But none save the knights themselves know the truth. Whatever the secret, it is plain that heavy plate would only prove a hindrance, and so the Empire equips its dragoons with armor forged from lighter than linen mithril. This link is part of a vest that would have been worn beneath the breastplate. And Dragon Talon, Wire Edge, Sharp Fang, and Magic Dash.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
All right, and another day's work in the books.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
We'll feel that haptic feedback.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
Dude, we're playing charades.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Is this equivalent to the opera scene from 6?
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
I can relate. I'm a terrible liar too.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Yeah, back there, Jill, looks like this isn't my definition of fun. Okay, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. I keep forgetting you could pause the cutscenes in this game.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Okay, Port Isolde. Few are the days when the air about the city appears and alive with the barks of busy stevedores loading and unloading vessels hailing from all corners of the realm and beyond. Okay, so it looks like that the next thing that... Okay, so it looks like the next thing that we need to do is return to the hideaway. And I guess that's the only thing that I can do right now, so... Okay, so let's head over. Let's head back to the ranch for a bit.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, and some side quests are available. Okay, side trip! Okay, for now, let's just pick up on all the side stuff that's going on around here.
Against the gloom of bygone days, roots of flame take flight.
Freebird!
From glowing embers, beacons blaze to see us through the night.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to Hideaway since, well, ever. she's got a smile like sunshine, and she can pull an ale like no other.
Okay, you do you, buddy.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all.
Culinary and side quest.
What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Nothing but unwanted violets will do, if I'm to resurrect this stew. As to what they might be, as you say, that is a question for a butcher.
Okay, so I'll find a butcher and have him butch. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking about let's change the appearance of my sword here. Let's change it over to something else. Let's see. I'm meaning to try out the arcade mode, but let's do that later. The appearance. Here, let's see. Oh, I can change the appearance of my chocobo. Let's see. Oh yeah, Rosarian Gold. Okay, that's nice. Torgal, Icy Blue. Let's keep him Icy Blue. Yeah, let's keep Jill's outfit, and let's keep using the DLC here about the weapon. Let's see, what do I got? Infantry blade, broadsword, longsword, stormcry, coral sword, Gaia blade, bastard sword. I just like saying the word bastard sword. I just like saying it. Flame tongue, levin bolt, Invictus, the onion sword. Let's make it look like Invictus. Very badass looking sword, if you ask me.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
Okay, let's make sure I actually have something worth selling this time. Okay, let's just purchase here. So let's see. Okay, yep, nothing good there.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Yeah, stock up on these potions here while I'm at it.
Finished, are you?
Can I improve anything here, Blackfoot?
Back, are you? What's saying for you, dear?
Yeah, let's see. What can I reinforce? What I've got. Let's see. Does it look like I can... It doesn't look like I can do any of my equip gear. But all my equip gear is...
Anything else?
Isn't as good as the rest. But let's...
What do you need?
Let's see what we can craft here.
That it? Fine.
Yeah, no, you're not much for words, buddy.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Okay, let's check my mail. I know it's been piling up. Okay, the Dalmeks and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of Tokubo shit they're stepped in. If I were a Mandalay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I'll keep you appraised. Gav. My Lord Marquess, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting you to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost at night were still with us, see how bright your flame now burns. To you and our cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Lad from the yard ran a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was the time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what with their foul bite. But for him, it were never about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. Look at us now. Sid would be proud. Okay, it's coming up to 11 o'clock here in Calgary. Let's just take a look at what new souvenirs I've gotten, and here on the Wall of Memories, and wrap things up for the evening. So let's see. Yeah, that's Ambrosia's tack. Yeah, there's the Martell apples. A somewhat stunted, somewhat sweet apple grown for the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martell. Though she was to lose her life from the wounds she sustained in Kupka's attack on the hideaway, her legacy lives on in the saplings she saved from the ruins. Okay, yeah, I think those are all the souvenirs that I've gotten so far. Hedwig, is that you? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I could go over there. Okay, well, in any case, it is 11 o'clock here in Calgary, so this is actually a good place to wrap things up for the evening. So, you will watch me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This was a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year was November 4th, but fundraising continues all year round. Extra Life started 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 11 years now. It's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life, and it was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or once again, if you'd like to help out in my fundraising to help the kids, at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. And I'm so excited, I'm getting the hiccups. So thanks again for tuning in for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. I'll be back Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Mountain Time for another hour. Of gaming and talking about Extra Life and generally spreading the word on this great cause that I'm so glad to have been part of for the last 11 years and hope to do so for many more. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and as always, kids can't wait. Good night, everybody.